The Grace Under Fire series continues in this episode of Soul Nectar Show with the topic Sacred Tools for Sacred Work. And in this episode, you'll experience a sacred fire ceremony for transmuting energy that no longer serves you. Join us to find out more.
Soul Nectar Show, the Soul Nectar Show. You're invited, delighted to discover who you are. Anything is possible if you believe. So join us on this beautiful journey. Soul Nectar Show. Soul Nectar Show. Soul Nectar Show.
Welcome everybody to our series Grace Under Fire. And we're so excited to be back again. This is our fourth conversation, Grace Under Fire series. And I am the host of the Soul Nectar Show, Kerri, Hummingbird, Sami. And I'm also a medicine woman and a best-selling author of 4 different best-selling books. And yes, the co-founder of Inner Medicine Community with my lovely partner, Akeem Sami, who is right here with us, co-founder of Inner Medicine Community with me and co-facilitator of these talks. Would you like to just say a few words about yourself for this recording, Akeem?
Hi, everyone. This is Akeem Sami. I am a martial artist, or should I say a lifetime martial artist, body healing facilitator, healing skills of multiple types, from shamanic to massage therapy to pranic healing to other forms. And also the co-founder, along with Kerri, of the Inner Medicine Community. And excited to be here.
Yes. And so, as I said, this is our live series, Grace Under Fire, a live series of talks that Akeem and I have put together very intentionally to explore how to meet the fiery intensity of 2026, to expand your inner freedom, influence collective healing with a grounded, intentional approach to working with these transformational energies. And in this series, we've discussed how to be love in action in the midst of fiery reactivity. We've explored how to move beyond spiritual rhetoric to an actual embodiment of our values. And now tonight, we're going to share some sacred tools for doing the transformational work of 2026. And in our last call of this initial Grace Under Fire series, next week, we'll be talking about moving from a vision of your purpose into daily intentional practice towards it. And so this is our fourth talk of the series. The topic is Sacred Tools for Sacred Work. And I'd like to just take a moment and stress that these tools are earth-based sacred tools that are ubiquitous, meaning they're found everywhere and they're available to everyone. Everyone who chooses to employ these sacred tools can do so.
So yeah, no, we want to share also that no one is excluded from sacred tools. You don't have to quote a certain book or follow a certain religion to be able to use these sacred tools. They're available to all who choose to walk the way. So that means it's sweat equity through your practice of them. That's how they become yours.
Yeah, and the simplest sacred tool that we'd like to discuss tonight is the fire ceremony. The spirit of fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that spirit of fire is called Tatawari by the Wishatika lineage of northern Mexico. It's here to support us to transmute, alchemize, and uplift our consciousness. In shamanism or healing arts, fire is a potent and dynamic ally, revered as a force of both creation and of destruction, symbolizing rapid transformation and the capacity for spiritual power. Shamans or healing facilitators work with the spirit of fire to facilitate profound healing and carry prayers to spirit realms and maintain the vital inner fire of the community and the individual. The intense light and heat of fire offers purification for spaces, objects, and people of stagnant or negative energy.
Yes, and fire represents life force, courage, assertiveness, the drive to take action. A balanced inner fire translates to purpose, passion, and the motivation to pursue one's goals. The fast balanced alchemy of fire is derived from the fact that it has composed of three primary colors, the building blocks of all of creation. And I'm having some sniffles and coughs today, so I'll do my best. But the fire light has the electric blue light of truth, the rose light of compassion, and the golden light of energy, signifying life force or vitality.
Yes. And Grandfather Fire is the great alchemist, consuming what we give and instantly alchemize the content to release what no longer serves and restore everything to truth, compassion, or love and energy.
Yes, and this is why we work with fire ceremony. Because fire ceremony, with the spirit of fire, the consciousness of fire, fire ceremony can help us rapidly transform thousands of years of karmic patterns and energy into a blank canvas from which to create fresh experiences. And we're in one of those moments now where that's really handy in the fire horse gear.
This simple ceremony involves blowing into a burnable object any thoughts, feelings, or energies that you no longer wish to be part of your experience. The intentional act of breath transfers the energetic signature of what you want to release to the burnable object. Then call on Tatawari to help you to light a candle and then light the burnable object on fire to release not only the energy that you blew into the burnable object, but also its matching energy in your mind, emotions, body, energy, and ancestral DNA. A burn dish is usually what you would use. Here's my version of it. This happens to be part of a coconut. So there's different burnable objects. So basically, you have the burnable object, and then you call on Tatawari to help you light the candle, and then you light the burnable object on fire to release not only this energy, you then take that and bring that into that burn dish, like we were saying. And it's helpful to allow things to burn fully to completion. And then after that point, you can fill up the spaces within you where hucha or heavy energy was released with the illuminated pure light of Tatawari. Pass your hand over the flame and then scoop the light towards your mind, saying, Hotim Yachai. And you do a second scoop, and then that goes into, by the way, Hotim Yachai means right thinking. That's from the Cairo people of Peru. And then you pass your hand over the flame again and scoop the light towards your heart, saying Hotumune, which means right love. And then you pass your hand a third time over the flame and then scoop the light towards your will center, saying Hotum Yanke, which means right action. Now get still and then meditate and listen for any insight or revelation. And it may come right away or over weeks or months. So a little more insight of the Hotum Yachai, Hotum Mune, Hotum Yanke. If anyone has seen or studied the Incan cross, it looks like the cross that you may have seen, the Christian cross, where it's one line here and then another line that crosses over. Okay, it's representing an alignment, a connection to one place, you being the place in the center, and it's a crossing of changes from both directions coming together where you are. You basically are the place in the middle. You're the mediator. You're the one that life and spirit is flowing through. So when you combine that with that, the Incan cross actually has lines that lead up in like box insignia all the way up and down this cross. and it moves the same way in the opposite direction as well. So it looks like a kind of a step pyramid meets a cross, if you can visualize that. What that's doing is it's also a part of the intentionality. It's a part of the frequency, and it's part of that energy of you can actually scroll your fingers over this Incan cross. And that's when you'd say Hotemyache, Hotemune, and Hotemyanki. It means even more that you bring it to the fire to your own body, but you could also add that to a connection or prayers. That's something that I personally like to do that I also learned from our teachers.
And so we'd like to do it with you now. So we realized we didn't ask you to come prepared, so we'll be prepared for you. But I like to keep a little thing of toothpicks handy for this fire ceremony purpose. And so what we're going to do, you want to use a burnable object, and so a toothpick is a good one. You can also use a little strip of paper. And what you want to do is you want to think of the things that you want to release within you. You can even say out loud what you're releasing. And then you want to blow it into the toothpick, imagining your breath is transferring it into the toothpick. I'm having a hard time tonight, so I'm going to let Akeem take over the talking while I just hold this for you guys.
Yes. So we have on hand the toothpick. Kerri is our should we say our Vanna White from and so she has on hand the toothpick that we can collectively use to blow everything that we're ready to release into it. And if you wish, you can say out loud what you are releasing and then blow it into the toothpick. So you could think your intentionality of what you're letting go. It could be, as an example, hey, I'm letting go of some pain about ... It could be the way that someone may have treated me at work. It may be that small, but it may be something bigger, it may be deeper. And it doesn't matter how heavy or light the difficulty is, it's still an opportunity to release into the light, and the light helps handle all of it equally. There's nothing that's greater than its ability to handle it. Just as long as you have the courage to speak out into the toothpick what it is. And you don't have to say it out loud. You could even just say it silently to yourself. This is a part of what we also do in our firewalking process. And so this could be the opportunity to say out loud what you're releasing and then blow that into the toothpick. And since Kerri's holding the toothpick, each of you can blow into the toothpick that is on your screen. Those same intentions right into that toothpick. Okay. And after you've done that, now we will light the candle and call in Tatawari, which is the spirit of fire. By the way, the term Tatawari is a term from the Wisharika peoples. They're from northern Mexico. And so with the spirit of fire, then you connect your heart to the fire as you call in Tatawari. Calling in Tatawari, spirit of fire. Connect your heart to the fire. And then as you do that, ask the sacred fire to burn and release what you blew into the toothpick, releasing it from your reality as you have known it. You're seeing even more relevant that the things that you speak, this is a part of some of our teachings in the inner medicine community, your words do have energy to them. They do have intentions that you hold within yourself. And from the perspective of a massage therapist, I have seen it unlock in people's bodies. These particular type of ailments, the things that you speak into being, that includes the small judgments that you might give yourself. Those also get stuck in your body. They get stuck, and this is common with healers, get stuck in the throat chakra. And it also relates to suppressing your energy and suppressing your beingness and suppressing something about you. Because maybe you might have a story as to why, but this is an opportunity to let go of those stories. This is your opportunity to really blow into the toothpick, releasing from reality that all that you have known it to be, the pain, the feeling, the things that you're ready to let go of. And now give the fire your offering, your toothpick. And you begin to give Tatawari, and Kerri can go ahead and light the toothpick. And as she did, she gives the offering, the toothpick is now lit on fire. And as it's burned, you can pass your hand over that flame. So you can do the same thing, Hotum Yachai, to the forehead, right? That's to your heart, is the second one, Hotum Mune. To your center, that's to your heart chakra, right in the center. That's for heart and for right love. And then bring the third one again, scoop just like you see Kerri doing, to your will for right action, which is Hotum Yanke, Hotum Yanke. And also pull the firelight anywhere else you may feel it. And here's, yes, Sarah, I see. Thank you. And that surrendering to the call makes less struggling for you. It makes more releasing, and it makes your letting go so much more smooth, so much more comprehensive. So pull the firelight anywhere else you may feel it. It could be an injury in your body. It could be, I hurt my arm a certain way, or I've had this strange pain that showed up here, or I'm feeling this pain in my neck. And sometimes people may activate certain things that happen in themselves, and they say, that person's such a pain in the neck. So connecting with what I was saying earlier, that your words are actions, your words are intentionality, they are things, they are intentions, and they also get stuck in your body. So you can also speak into being the things that you're letting go of. Just the same, connect that with the fact that you may have said something and gotten something stuck here. So now you're saying, I'm releasing that. And so you bring the firelight to that area after you've done the Hotum Yakai, or the, yeah, which is the to the third eye, or the will center of the forehead. And then the second one to the heart, Mune, right? And the third one is Yanke, which is right action in your will center. So as you've done this, you brought it all the way through, then you're scooping again to all the other areas. Maybe you're feeling that pain in the neck. And so now you bring that fire across the pain in the neck. You bring that fire across to any injuries that you may have had in your shoulder, in your back, in your leg. You can go from all over. You can even do if you're really feeling like, I could use a total clearing. This could be your chance to take that whole fire and scoop all of it. You can even set it down and then bring up both hands and then sweep it all the way across your body, all the way down, all across your energy body, your entire auric field. You can do that too. The sky's the limit with this. Just as long as you make the intentionality that as you scoop it, you release it to the fire, you let it go. And I'll make the commitment that if I had a pain in my neck, I get to say, I release this. I release this pain in the neck. And you bring the fire to it. Now that you've released the pain that you were feeling in your neck, now as you release that pain in your neck and let it melt away, you don't speak those words anymore. So make that dedication. And it's okay. I've made this mistake too. I've made certain commitments saying, oh, I'm going to let go of commenting negatively when I didn't do that martial arts move properly. Maybe I didn't do the jump spin kick perfectly. And, oh my dang, I didn't do that kick right. Or, oh, I'm feeling too old to do certain movements. I mean, we all have our own stories and things that we work with. So everyone's got something to let go of. So this is me also letting go of speaking ill will of myself or commenting negatively about my thoughts. These are a part of things that build the fire within. One of the shares that I'm going to, or that we together are going to be putting in the Telegram group, is a beautiful sharing actually from a third party, but she has a very beautiful explanation of this fire horse year. And it connects beautifully with the fire horse year in that it talks about the intentionality from an Asian, or more specifically, Chinese perspective about releasing it. So you're actually getting a combination of three different energetics here. You're getting the Visharika with the fire, the Tatawari. You're getting the Kero, which is from Peru, the Andes Mountains. And you're also getting because we've been talking about Fire Horse Year. Anyone that's tuned into this broadcast, been listening back to us with this Fire Horse Year, we're also looking at things from a Chinese or Asian spirituality perspective, which is where action meets science, meets intentionality. So mind, body, spirit, action, it all comes together into things like Chinese astrology and feng shui, and many other things. So anyway, there's three in one that we've got here that all connect together. So very powerful. Allow these feelings to sweep within you. And I'm just going to reiterate one more time that once you release these things, let it go. Don't let it stay within you. Every word that you speak about yourself stays in your body, and it stays in your intentionality, and it stays with you. As long as you know that it's there, then you start to let it go, and then not guilting yourself if you accidentally say it again. Just catch yourself faster. Oh, that's right. I already chose. I wasn't going to give myself a hard time for not doing that double jump 360 kick anymore. I'm not going to beat myself up about, okay, got it. I forgot. And then Hotum Yakai, right? And then Hotum Yanke, Hotum Mune, right? The whole entire piece, you keep doing that over and over again. What that does is it's resourcing your energy body. And you might even, after the end of these burnings of intentionality with Tatawadi's help, you might even begin to feel that luster that you feel. You might even feel the warmth of that sunlight comb over your entire body. And you may be glowing after if you allow yourself, if you allow that feeling, if you allow yourself to have that sensation, that energy. So extra powerful. How about you, Kerri? How are you feeling? Sound like you're releasing a lot
I
today.
guess so.
And look, everyone's getting to witness how human all of us are. We all have something to release and let go of. You could hear how anxious Kerri is to let something go too. So, we all enjoy it at the same time. And this is the part the beautiful of community. And this is also why we don't hold anyone above reproach. No one is above reproach. And that means all of us can be human. And all of us can make mistakes. And all of us can learn from them.
Yes, and all of us are human, which means sometimes we get sick. And that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, I mean, we wanted to share that these tools are ubiquitous, which means that anyone can use them. They're available to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just get yourself a little burnable object and a candle and some fire, and you're on your way. You can do this ceremony. And it's powerful. If you just do this by yourself, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
And working with these tools as part of a community is even more powerful because of the collective intention. And then working with these tools as part of an established indigenous lineage, very powerful because you have the strength of the lineage masters behind you to teach and guide you. And this is why inner medicine community is so potent in our transformation work, because we work with 5 different indigenous lineages. We work with 5 different indigenous lineages, and we practice their teachings, their rituals, and their initiations. And so we want to give you an opportunity to experience that if you haven't yet and you're interested, because we do have the Ride the Fire Horse experience, which we've made intentionally extremely accessible financially. And a small taste of what we do in inner medicine training, which is going to last for 30 days for this Ride the Fire Horse experience. So it's a limited window of time, and it's a tiny amount of investment to give you a sense of what it's like to be in community and to do these practices together in a safe place where everyone accepts you as you are. And whatever you want to bring to the fire and you want to be witnessed in, we're going to witness you in that without judgment, because that's what we're about. We're about doing this together. And there's no gurus in our community, so we don't have the guru problem. We're just all intrepid explorers doing the work together.
Yes. No one is above reproach. Again, no one is held away from making mistakes. We're just taking the charge, saying that, we're going to be the very best version of ourselves that we can be, and be able to help each of you to be able to do the same. And we are that safe place. We're that place that each of you can go to be able to let go of the things that aren't you. Once again, being able to standing in your power is also being able to let go of what's not you that you've been holding with you. And I'd like to bring in one other thing, Kerri. There is this song. I don't know if anyone has listened to the artist Erykah Badu, but there is this song that I keep thinking of when I think about these share that we have tonight. The name of the song is Bag Lady. And there's like an inference that comes with it. And it's the whole story about this song is that this person is holding on to so much emotional trauma and pain and talking about things like an allegorical bus. Your bus, like life, your bus has come in, but you can't hurry up and get into the bus because you can't take care of the stuff that's within you. It's so heavy and it's weighing you down, so brokenhearted you can't let go. I recommend for anyone that hasn't heard this song or at least looked at the lyrics to this Erykah Badu song, highly recommend it because that directly applies to what we're talking about tonight. And it has an inference saying, and I'm just going to say that as a jingle that we can play with today as we're on our way out. Pack light. So that means letting go of what's not and then pack light. Have faith and have confidence that you have what you have and that you are the best that you can be, and bring it all the love that you can bring it. And you don't have to bring all these other things to help you do those things. You can do it anywhere, in any way, and share it um, in any way you could actually share it. Right, Kerri?
Yes, because in our community, we accept you as you are, where you are in the moment and on your journey. And so you don't have to only show up when you're high vibe. You can show up when you're feeling some stuff, some kind of ways about things in the collective. You can show up that. And we'll help you to transmute, alchemize that energy and create something productive from it that's going to serve your purpose. And so we don't stay stuck in the mud, but we don't bypass the mud either. And it's a skinny branch, what we're doing here, but it's working out well for us, and we want to invite more people to it. So we hope that you'll consider joining us for Ride the Fire Horse experience. And also next week, we'll be back here on Friday night. Hopefully by then I can speak for the last talk of this series, which I think we might do more of these little short series, the Grace Under Fire throughout 2026, because it seems like it would be really helpful for people. So if you do find these talks helpful and you want us to do more of them, please let us know that, because otherwise we're just sort of creating in a vacuum. We don't know what people really want or need. And so send us a message and let us know, like, hey, I'd love for you to talk on this topic. I'd love for you to talk on that topic. And we'll add that into our repertoire for future series. But next week we'll be talking about, visioning your purpose and actually practically, devotionally taking steps towards it. And these conversations are all also going live on Soul Nectar Show podcast. So you can find that on iTunes, YouTube, anywhere that you get your podcasts. Soul Nectar Show is probably on there, and you can find these broadcasts there as well and subscribe. So subscribe, like, share, comment, and we appreciate your presence with us and your patience with us. I'm looking forward to a moment of not coughing today.
Take care of that.
We love you,
got that.
And we'll see you in all the ways we see you. Have a blessed evening. Bye for now, everyone.
If you found even one gold nugget in this episode of Soul Nectar Show, will you do us a favor? Will you subscribe, like, and share this episode? Maybe even write a comment and let us know what you thought about it. We really, really want to engage with you at a much deeper level. Let's be part of community together. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.
Soul Nectar Show. Awaken the Show. Take a sip from the drip of nectar. from the source of who you are.